Hello again, everyone. Time and time again, the topic of medicines comes up when talking about veganism. So, is using medicines vegan? First, it is important to see where does the question come from. If it comes from a person who doesn't know much about veganism and is looking for some gray spots to justify unnecessary cruelty and killings of animals, then it doesn't really justify killing and exploiting animals for food, clothing, or entertainment. So that's out of the question. And of course, using medicines when you have a necessity, when you need to survive, is not the same as using animal-based products for things where you surely know that you don't need and where there are many alternatives. So when there aren't alternatives, when we look at the topic of medicines from a vegan point of view, we can see that there already are many medicines that are vegan. In fact, most of medicines come from plants. Like, for example, aspirin used to be a willow bark extract, and historically, and a similar story is with penicillin and many other medicines that were vegan. But not all of them are. There are many medicines that have been tested on animals in cruel conditions. There are also many medicines that are packaged in gelatin capsules or contain animal ingredients. And when seeing that in discussions, vegans usually just refer to the definition of veganism, which says that veganism is an ethical position that seeks to avoid unnecessary harm, exploitation, and killings of animals for whatever purpose, as long as it is practicable and possible. So vegans usually refer to the part where it says practicable and possible. And I'm not going to argue that. We know that the society isn't built with compassion for other earthlings in mind. There are many things still in the world that are not vegan and that don't have any meaningful alternatives. It's sometimes pretty scary to imagine how it was for vegetarians 100 or more years ago, where there were no practical, meaningful alternatives to shoes, for example, and they had to be made of leather. It would be pretty scary to imagine if we had no choice in that. So we should be grateful for people who worked on developing alternative materials for shoes and other things like that. Since we know that there isn't always a meaningful alternative to medicines, we have to make our best judgment, and sometimes we have to refer to that practicable and possible part of the definition. However, I don't think we should stop there. I don't think we should just passively accept and say that this is how the world is, because there's always a future. Things are always changing, and we can work on the change. We can advocate for veganizing medicine, for stopping testing on animals, and for stopping using animal ingredients in medicines. So the next time you hear, is medicine vegan, think not only about things that are right now, but also about how things could be, and talk about it. Just a few months ago, plant-based doctors created a demonstration in front of the White House in USA to advocate plant-based food for humans because it reduces the risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and various forms of cancers. I think if we keep on talking for animals, eventually we could have a demonstration like that too, where we ask for ethical consideration for animals as well. So shortly, that's pretty much it. Thank you for listening. And if you like what I do, then please press the like button and comment your thoughts so I can grow too, become a better person thanks to your contribution. And subscribe if you'd like to hear more of me talking things like that. Thank you very much. And have a lovely day.